I was awoken to loud knocks on my door, and it was the RA on call telling me that the elevator was broken, but they would be giving me updates and it should be fixed shortly. So didn't think too much of it. I had an appointment at Campus Health, but I realized there was nothing to do. And so I talked to my friend who lives on the third floor, also uses a wheelchair, who actually called in and reported the outage. And initially we were told it would be 30 minutes to an hour and it would be fixed. The estimate then was the end of the day, end of the weekend, and then became Tuesday. On Sunday at noon, I told them I was ready to get evacuated. They said I could move into the dorm across the road, which was an isolation dorm, so it's just empty right now. And the time, it took about 3.5 hours for them to actually come get me. We had fire department come first, and they didn't feel comfortable, which just made me remember and be a little concerned regarding fire drills, because that's the crew that would get me out. And they said that would be a very speedy process, and if they weren't even prepared ahead of time and didn't know, I don't know what that would look like in an emergency, but ultimately EMS came around 2 hours after that. They're not just sitting waiting to evacuate students from dorms, and so we had to wait, but they brought the stair chair, which is what you see in the video. Apart from it being a very excruciating experience, it was also just dehumanizing to have to be carried like a box down flights of stairs, and at that point it's definitely not EMS's fault, because this was a preventable situation. The safety of disabled students isn't regarded nearly as much, and our concerns seem to somehow never make it to the people who need to hear them. And so ultimately just looking forward, and the reason why I'm sharing my story is to hopefully make sure that, first of all, disabled students know the truth of what the Carolina experience is like for someone in a wheelchair, because the facade that the university puts up isn't always the truth, and I had to learn that the difficult way. But also just because I want to be the last who has to experience something like this. I don't think it's fair to us as students, and it's definitely my job to voice my concerns and push for the change that needs to happen. I don't think there's any more time to wait, considering if this was an emergency, I don't even know if I would have made it out.